Yeah, no, sure. It's a mustache, dude. Don't overthink this. Welcome to Camaraderie. Yeah, this is the first video with my new setup that I still haven't quite gotten set up. So if there's a bit of a roomy echo, then I apologize, but I think you'll get over it. Today should be pretty fun because I am taking out my DSLR that I'm using right now for a bit of a walk around downtown Raleigh. What we're going to be doing is comparing how two different 50mm lenses look on it. One is the classic nifty 50, the plastic fantastic from Canon, and I'm also going to be committing a bit of sacrilege and putting some Nikon glass on it. This is the 50mm lens that's on my Nikon F2 that I believe you can see right there. To do that, I had to get a lens mount adapter, and I've got the photodiox lens mount adapter, Nikon to Canon EOS. I'm gonna go ahead and take all of this out into the world and just kind of see, I don't know, I just think it's cool to take some vintage glass, especially from a totally different brand, and put it on a new-ish camera. Go out and shoot and have a little bit of fun playing around with a couple of 50mm lenses. Canon, Nikon, vintage glass, not so vintage glass. See you, buddy. Bye. What's up, Bill? Wait.
Vaporized. The only obstacle
Wait.
standing.
What? Where's Bill? Wait, what is this? Oh yeah. My truck got totaled. Yeah, somebody ran a red light and T-boned me. And it could have been a lot worse, as you saw from the picture, if it was just a couple feet to the left. Like, I don't know if I would be here able to make this video. So, all in all, I am incredibly thankful for that. It's been a pretty stressful couple of days. After getting T-boned and trying to get insurance figured out, and yeah, anyways, y'all don't need to know all of that. I'm actually in my rental car right now because it's really windy outside and I forgot my dead cat at home. So I'm not taking any chances with wind noise. Plastic fantastic, nifty 50. It's got a regular EF mount. The Canon 70D that I'm shooting on has an EFS mount, which accepts both EFS lenses and EF lenses. And right here, I've got the Nikon 50mm f2 vintage piece of glass that came with my Nikon F2. Take a little adapter, pop it on, and then just kind of go around town shooting some stuff with two different types of 50mm lenses. This isn't going to be like a review necessarily of either of these lenses or the lens adapter. We're just going out and shooting and see what happens. Lenses are lenses, man. They obviously all have their uses, and you can tell when one's quality and one's not, but I'm not too worried about that today. So I'm not going to be going into like, oh, this lens has the 15 different elements in 18 groups, or you know, whatever. Not going to be worrying so much about that. Mostly just looking at the characteristics of the lens, you know, barrel distortion, any sort of vignetting, how the bokeh looks, stuff that like actually matters. You see this little, there's a little nub right there, and there's a little there's a little notch right there. You basically just put it on to where that little nub goes into the notch, and then you'll be good to go. So, listen closely. There we go. That little click means that you're all set and ready to go. Yeah, there's a little black lever right there. You just push that down and then twist it, and it comes right off. This is now mountable to a Canon camera that accepts EF lenses, which my Canon 70D does. This particular adapter doesn't allow you to meter through the camera, so you kind of just have to know what you're doing. They do have one that allows you to basically make a connection between the lens and like a modern camera like the 70D, but it's like twice as expensive as this guy right here. So not that it's terribly expensive, but I'm also cheap and poor. There's a little red dot right here. All you do is just line up the red dot on the camera with the red dot on here, same as any other lens, and you just twist it into place until it clicks in, and then you're ready to go, and you have vintage glass on a new camera. So let's get out there and shoot around a little bit. So we're gonna do something similar to what I did with the Kentmere 400 versus the HP 5, and pretty much just like take a route twice, once with each lens, and yeah, we'll just kind of compare and contrast and see what happens. Also, my hair, I just don't even know anymore. That's kind of nice. Really hope we don't have to be seeing those signs much more, but until then, it's just how it is, man. Oh yeah, y'all remember this shot, right? From that one video I did. Sure. Alright. Where to go? Is that nice stick? I wonder if maybe we'll be able to test out the bokeh on these lights. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do because it's pretty bright out here, so kind of hard to get some bokeh when it's normally I'd be shooting at like f11 or so. Ooh, one of my favorite walls over there. So let's go check that out. Now all we do is wait. I think now might be a good time to switch over to the other lens. just looks so wrong, but it feels so right. I'm gonna reel off a couple shots just to make sure I know how this lens is gonna work. You know, just get a point of reference for where my exposure is and everything, since there's no electrical connection between the lens and the body, so you kind of have to do everything like totally manually and by eye and trial and error, which is one of the reasons it's nice to do this on a digital camera. So there we go. We're looking at 400 shutter speed. Let's try that. That looks pretty good. Ooh, that looks cool. Bump that up. See how that looks. Not great. Tight. These just look so nice. Do I like that? Yeah, I like that. I like that enough. One day, my dear green plants, you will take this parking deck down and reclaim the city for yourself. I mean, I barely know her, but okay. Bye. Oh, what's up? This is gonna be terrible. Oh yeah, no, that's abstract as hell. That's pretty much that. Can go back home and get these developed. It's funny because they're digital. I'm sorry. Just a couple of hopefully quick thoughts before this video ends. This could just be like personal bias, or just, I don't know, just seeing something that might not actually be there. But I really like the look of the Nikon, the vintage glass on a new digital SLR body. To me, it just has a little bit more character. I haven't taken the time to really look over these two yet, side by side on my computer, but just from looking at the previews on like the LCD screen, yes, LCD screen, I just feel like they have a little bit more character and a little bit more warmth isn't the right word, but yeah, just a little bit more pizzazz. Like the Plastic Fantastic is great. The Canon 50mm lens is great as a 50mm lens. Is nothing wrong with it. I just feel like it's a little bit more mass-produced feeling. Again, it could all just be in my head, but I really enjoyed this little experiment, this little excursion. I gotta say though, I'm really tired of going around shooting Raleigh. Oh man, I don't know, it could have had something to do with the fact that I had just like this massive contraption around my neck the entire time, and I'm just not used to working like that. Yeah, I don't know, I just felt like everything around me was super just blah. I don't know, I've seen it all before, you know, so I don't know what that has to do with lenses. One drawback with using vintage glass like this, especially this particular lens on a new camera, is that there's no autofocus or in-camera metering, which is fine. like there's no like autofocus on my f2, but you know, it does have like a focusing aid in the form of a split prism in the viewfinder. So, you know, that's something just to get used to doing. Is kind of more, I guess I need to just get better at zone focusing, and I'm not going to go into what zone focusing is, but it's a thing that helps you focus without focusing aid or autofocus. So, you know, something else that I can work on, and if I can't find any inspiration in Raleigh, at least I know I can still up my skills and get better at doing what I love. So please leave your condolences and best wishes for my truck down in the comments, because I miss her already. She was the best truck I've ever had, even though, I mean, she was the only truck I've ever had, but so far. She will never be replaced, and she will be fondly remembered for the rest of my days. Otherwise, like, share, comment, subscribe. Comment. I told you to comment twice. You should comment 3 times and show me. I'm gonna go home and put this video together, and y'all will see me on the other side of some sort of lens, vintage or otherwise. Until then, bye.